Okay, so this next tutorial will be on half moon and Ardha Chandrasana, my favorite yoga pose, or at least in my top 3. So I teach it in almost every class. And I want to show you a way to get into it that might be a little bit different than you're used to. So you can come to the top of the mat, press your thighs back, soften your front ribs down. Inhale, reach your arms up, keeping your thighs back. Exhale, take your fold, hinging at the hips, hands touch down. Step your left foot back and take that back heel down. So the knife edge of the foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. And then from here, go ahead, walk your hands inside your front leg and press the booty back. So we want to broaden the back of our pelvis. And then we want this front leg to have external rotation. So how do we get that? We can keep this back leg pressing back. And then it's like you carve or scoop the right sits bone toward the tailbone. Now take your gaze forward and your left hand to your left hip. Chest is still forward, booty's back, right sits bone spotlights the tailbone. Step the back foot up halfway. Good. Make sure your knee is tracking over the ankle and the toes are facing forward. We'll take this handy block here. I like to put it, I don't know, about a foot in front of the pinky toe. And then you can put some weight into the block as you lift your back leg. You're still having your knee track right over the ankle and your left leg is lifted up. From here, go ahead and kick the top leg forward as you scoop the right sits bone toward the tailbone, spotlighting it again. So we keep the external rotation on the front leg. And then we're flexing the ankle on the lifted foot. Left hand or left arm can reach up, squeeze the upper back together. Maybe take sugar cane from here. So I like to draw the front knee in first, grab the foot, and then kick into the hand. Keep your right sits bone spotlighting the tail. Good. Kick into the hands, soften the front ribs a little bit by drawing them down toward the navel. Maybe you fall, maybe not. Let's try it again. Back into the pose. You want this nice long diagonal line from the top of the foot all the way down, or I should say the heel, the ankle. Down toward through the crown and then open. Good. I'm going to try the other side because I feel like I might be able to demo that a little bit better. So now I'll turn to the other side. Bring my block here about 10 inches in front of the left foot and come to Tadasana. Reach your arms up, big breath in. Take those thighs back as you hinge at the hips and fold. And then keep that left or that block there. Step your right foot back and bring the back heel down. So it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. And then take the block forward. Before we do that, just bring your hands inside that front leg, bend the front knee deeper, take your booty way back, and then start to carve the left sits bone toward the tailbone without this leg moving forward. So a nice broad back of your pelvis, keeping the core strong. We can look at our belly button, soften the front ribs down, and then take your hand to the block. Now you could step this back foot up halfway. Why not? Just makes it a little bit more accessible. Your right hand can stay at the right hip. And take this left hand and block forward. And then we start to lift the right leg. We've got the knee tracking over the ankle on this standing leg. And you lift the right leg up. Now kick the right leg forward or out to the side, keeping the ankle flex, flare the toes. This is going to broaden the back of your pelvis. Press your pubic bone back and carve the left sits bone toward the tail. Lift the right leg higher and reach your arm up. Gaze can be down or up. Good. And then maybe bring the right knee forward first, catch the foot and take it back. Kneecap is still facing down. Open up the right shoulder, pin the right scapula toward the spine. Kick into the hand as the hand pulls the foot. And the left sits bone draws toward the tail. Open up the heart. Soften front ribs, core engagement, and maybe not. Reach the bottom hand forward. Okay, so that's that. It's like this back bend, hip opener, chest opener. There's a lot going on in half moon pose. I feel like once people get it, they really do adopt it and love it. And that's kind of how that worked for me. Starting out, not a fan. Continuing my practice, learning the right way to do it, big fan. All right, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. Namaste.